As you watch this video, listen very attentively and make sure you share this video so that others can learn from what I'm about to share on this video. The four most deadly leadership diseases that kill organizations and the society. In my course of studying and researching about leadership, in a summary of the things that have destroyed so many societies and organizations, I have identified the four most dangerous diseases that killed so many organizations in the past and are still killing many at the present. The number one is self-centeredness. Now, anywhere you see leaders that are self-centered, they put themselves at the center of decision making. Every decision that I'm making, the first, they have to ask, how do I benefit maximally from this decision? They do nothing without thinking about what they will benefit. They take action without thinking of how are they going to maximize and benefit from this. Their focus is not about the organization. Their focus is about themselves and their family. How can they remain at the position and also remain at the top, even though when they are not doing it right? Only right they can think about is what they can do for themselves. So they themselves become the central focal in their decision making. And in an organization or a society, such leaders are prevalent. Such organizations have a very short time to live. If it's a society, such a society will continue to remain in crisis and may eventually be in extinction in the nearest future. Another disease is called greed. I think it is a Mahatma Gandhi of India that said there is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. You cannot satisfy a greedy man. The world does not have enough to satisfy a greedy man, but the world has abundance to satisfy the need of all men. Greedy leaders go all the time to acquire new things. They seek for new things and acquire new things. Each time they see something, they are desperate to acquire them. They want to gather all the things in this world to have it on their disposal. Greedy leaders can go to any length, and in any society or an organization you see them, such organization will run into bankruptcy because the resources of the organization will be channeled towards satisfying the wants of the leaders, not their need. Because they desire to have everything and they be in charge, because their belief is that the more wealth and resources they acquire, they can use this to suppress, intimidate the people. And the people will fear them because of their resources. So in a society you have greedy leaders. Sorry, such a society will be stagnated. Such a society will be unproductive. Such society will be bankrupt. And in such society will manufacture poverty. And that is what is prevalent in Nigeria society today, for example. Another disease is called suppression of potential. There are some organizations that their leaders are afraid when they see some potentials rising, when they see some people making a difference in that organization. Some leaders see those who are rising to the top or who are making effort and making a difference as a threat to them. They suppress their potential. They do everything possible to make sure that they bring them down. They do not rise. And if you go to some society where leaders also see some persons as a threat or some sections of that society as a threat, they will do everything possible to suppress them because they are seeing them, their potentials, their innovations, and their creativity as a threat. And in such a society or organization, such a place will be a dumping ground because leaders are afraid that others will rise. And that is where you see people die with their potentials. And if it's an organization, you see a mass exodus of employees. If it's a society, you see a mass migration, exodus of the people out of the society because the society does not provide an enabling environment where they can explore their potentials. maximize their innovation and their creativity. Another disease that is very dangerous is when leaders are focusing on position rather than the people. The central point of leadership is about the people. Leadership is nothing if not about the people. In fact, the work of a leader is to make the life of people good, make the life of the people better, and help the people to succeed. But in an organization or a society where leaders focuses on their position rather than the people, then such a society organization will be in a serious crisis, because leaders will do whatever thing possible to protect the organization. How do you know them? In such organization or society, they'll ask you, you don't talk to the president like that. You don't talk to the chairman like that. You don't talk to the governor like that. You don't talk to the CEO, executive director like that. Now, the ideas that will come from others will become a threat to them. They see ideas as a threat. They see criticism as a threat, because they are afraid that their position will be tampered with. So in any society where leaders or organization where leaders focuses on a position rather than the people, such a society will be stagnated. The people in that society will be intimidated by the position of the leaders. And everyone will be desperate to occupy position, because they see position as a protective machinery that will preserve and protect some persons for them not to be not to be touched. They become untouchable. In such society, leaders are untouchable because they occupy society. If it's an organization, leaders are untouchable. The leaders will not be accountable, because only thing that can propel accountabilities of a leader is when a power of position is whittled down. And anywhere you see these four things, such a society or an organization may have a short time